Say, come oh, if you not say you be Labour Party lawyer, come here, collect new directive. Now so they hear. But now the lawyers we don't enter work for Peter Obi, they don't put here say they don't know him. Now no say Lamidi Apapa now one of the factional leader we can dey inside Labour Party now.
Of successful societies is really quite simple. It's usually how the story of the society's elite, its best educated, its political class, its religious class, influence and direct and lead their societies to progress. Put differently, every successful society is the product of a conscious elite consensus. The implicit and explicit agreements of the elite to change their societies for good. But the elite must be prepared to make the sacrifices for the benefit of everyone. The way by which a country then becomes united is that it is only possible if there is a deliberate effort by law, by policies, by conventions, to create the basis for that unity. There must be a deliberate effort to create the basis for the unity. The components of that basis include equity, justice, the rule of law, accountability, and enforcement of consequences for bad behavior, equal access to opportunity, a fair basis for government appointments, intentional programs for the poor, the weak, the vulnerable, and those who cannot work.
And welcome back to Cocoa of the Matter. Yes, so work still they go on as far as this administration they concerned. They say they sharply run one or two things. Of course, we know see some kind of heavy things there where they don't already the process like loan and some other things like that. But apart from that, the Federal Executive Council sit down today say, may they do one kind of marathon meeting. Yes, Hilda Basi they do cookathon, then they do marathon. They will start by that kind 11 a.m. and they sit down, they reason different matter, part of which get to do with 37 memo and many other things like that, where they say they need to address in the next 2 weeks before they finally close office, come out from inside house. All right, that and many other stories we don't carry keep for now as we don't come back. So, but maybe not if we start this thing properly, if we not carry our guests, give them better introduction, because Ingo they follow us the reasons of all this matter, plus the matter where they're on ground, we get to do with Labour Party and we get where they go on inside there. We're going to help me welcome specially Dr. Kach Ononju, a special advisor to Peter Obi on public affairs. Better welcome, sir. Good evening.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be amongst you.
You do well. I like the way you arrange this grammar. But I know say when you read ginger, go jump and enter the PG way, go use follow this inside this one. I don't know. Before we start, before you they advise Peter Obi, they go front and all those other matters. We'll talk some of the kind things, politics where they grant. They don't be like say we just do hold the labor matter only. We'll touch other things. Now like this, government where they go and one way they come, they do. Now like this is supposed to be say they go but never go finish. And they come and never enter finish. Now like this is supposed to be. I believe that because now APC to APC they do it like this. What do you reason?
Because of some people are in a panic, and in that panic, they want to commit offenses they couldn't commit in the past 4 years or 8 years, and they're probably now in a rush, and in that rush, you're likely going to see a lot of problems, like proving everywhere. I believe those things, we will probe them. We will probe them. There are quite a lot of reasons.
Wait, no say na preaching with the conduct come now. Who they probe who now? No, I won't talk this thing.
We are the Nigerians.
Nigerians.
Government is a continuum. It doesn't end with one.
You know they end like that.
No forget say we.
Now this one I don't know why you when you talk.
So Cash, welcome.
Welcome.
No, you come.
No forget say we dey court because of. As we win election on February 25th,
for inside una results.
Annul the results.
They don't annul now.
Carry their own results.
No, Dr. Cash, they annul them. They don't know you announce say they annul them.
Hear me.
No, wait, they annul them.
Yes.
Who annul them?
Well, they annul the results. That's
How?
our own position. Hear me now. annulling an election and annulling the results is a different thing.
And
there were two elections that day. One, National Assembly election. It went according to law. The result was in real time transmitted. In the presidential election, which we have the matter in court, the result was annulled.
That one you don't even answer.
Now INEC, we don't know who sent INEC make you annul am. When we come tell and say why you annul am, he say server there's something glitches. We say we don't come go investigate the people where Nigeria pay money, make them host the server. The name of the company, an American company, the same American company, they are so well trusted that the U.S. Department of Defense give them the same business where Nigerian INEC give them, which is to do web hosting. The whole software implementation of American war programs are hosted by Amazon Web Services. So that kind of company get capability where go fit defeat anybody we want to do anything where you go say jamming or hacking the system. You know if you do that one.
Okay, Dr.
So
Catch.
the company don't tell us say nobody touched their system before, during and after election. Say the talk where would they hear the Nigerian government story.
Okay, Dr. Catch, we need to come back to the discussion where we get, because you know you talk one thing just as you start this explanation and say we don't day court. The matter don't day court. So all the torchlightment we get to do with election results and all of that. Last court go decide and
they say people go court.
Court go decide that, but not don't day the court. We answer them. Day the court back, no problem. Make we come back to this matter of how it's supposed to be. You get one thing where you talk. I want to make you just throw some light on top that matter. You say they want to commit offense before they come out. I want to make we address that. On a normal day, what in government they do?
If you they come out in 2 weeks, what do you want to take 80 billion want do?
$800 million.
$800 million. What do you want to do?
They say the Nigerians they won't give now.
It's not true.
But apart from that, not be the only thing where they do.
If you check what they put, they say what you want to take. They say they want to take. They do a
palliative.
They won't do cash transfers.
And a palliative.
Cash. You wait there here. You don't see anybody for your village or your family where you say you get any of that cash transfer.
They never do it yet. So
no, the one we did before.
Maybe you don't touch those people that time now.
I they ask you a question. You don't see.
Yeah, no. Now you have the answer. You say maybe you don't touch the people.
Since they talk cash transfer, you don't see one human being before where you know. We say men we follow Shebango go market.
Or where the market where Shibanjo go.
Those women are the same women for which Osibanjo claimed he paid money. And when I say something on national television, Osibanjo said he will remove his immunity and take me to court. Now maybe that human being. And I tell and say, if I see you near court, I go open chapter 2 of my file on you in run. So don't believe those stories.
We know they like.
We don't take when we don't hear that can talk from these people. That's why we say, how you they live in 2 weeks? You want to borrow money from all over the world. What do you want they can do?
Again, Dr. Catch, I talk to not be the only thing where they do with that. And when Femi be asked the question about whether or so they be from government to government, one of it where we carry come be say they get like 37 members where they address. Where they sit down inside meeting, they never finish the meeting by now because it's in a marathon. It gets some other things where they try to put in place. We know say the National Assembly, for instance, under the directive of the president, don't reason 1 or 2 laws, they don't agree to some and all of that. So I know, say the $800 million nagbem kind of something, but not be the only thing they do with that. So in answer to Femi, I want me to try answer Femi's question now. On a normal day, they see this kind of activity between government to government?
This is not normal.
Okay.
On a normal day, right now, what the government will be doing is called transitory thing. But this government is not doing transition. People want to grab, people want to take, people want to do. So what you couldn't do in 8 years, you want to do it for 2 weeks. That's why everybody wants to
finish last now, you finish best now.
And nobody say finish. Waiting it be what you want to do for these 10 days that they could not have done in the past 8 years. Ask yourself now.
Maybe now they see and pass, they don't see and before.
Okay, now they wake up. I thank you say Now, so you take maybe now.
If it be.
So, as one my friend said, that these issues of aluta continua, and that's why we asked the Nigerian people to give us their support so that we can come and bring about a leadership for the country that is inclusive of the aspirations of all Nigerians. Not this kind of mago, grab, run, chop, take. No.
At least now, so you see them. More going go another side because not be only which number they go reach now for National Assembly. Now number 10 they go now.
10th Assembly.
Now 9 we dey now. Thank God, Labour Party get senator elect, they get rep elect for inside this National Assembly where they come. What did they hear from your own people? Because story where they outside say, come like say some of the people where they Labour Party now them even sit down, but they say how much you say me will transfer for year. Now the gist will they hear. But waiting on now. Senators elect, they tell you now, say, we don't follow them do party, because I remember, say, Peter Obi, he gather all the people, right? All the people who want to do lawmaker work, he follow them, talk, say, no follow them, join them, no reach there, can't they do like the way they do, remember the party where he come from, remember, say, integrity there, he talk plenty things, give them. But even now, where they see who go collect work as National Assembly, it can't they surprise us, say, they ship body small, go one side, sometimes they call this side, sometimes they go that side. I see them.
Waiting you they hear na sound bites. Sound bites where you they hear is different from real policy decisions. Actually, we have sat with them, and our principal leader, Peter Obi, don't advise them, then don't hear. As you see this Labour Party, we need to do too much. Anybody where you know do well, now door will go sure. You see us like when we do primaries. Now people we do well, we follow us, do primary. Now we submit their name to INEC. Now then they publish their name. The other ones were of natural selection. Now people will be me, I know. There are a lot of people, see this thing we will do. It has 3 platforms. One, people will be the individual. Then you have the Labour Party, which all of us see have challenged before we came, even now too. Then you have the Obidient movement. Now for us, the most important thing in this is the Obidient movement.
Now so it's supposed to be.
Now me saying as peer part,
now so it's supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be so because the reasons why it's not supposed to be so is because the country is challenged.
Why they blame country? Why we know they see this kind of spare part for other parties?
You must blame country because what you see going on is as a result of Nigerians' loss of confidence in the regular parties. That's why you are now seeing a movement driven by youth now trying to insist that they want a Nigeria of their dreams.
We know what Nigeria owns. Okay.
I won't just touch that thing where Dr. Cash talked just now. He not speak one kind of the person where they fly this party flag. Say he no go fit bring all those parties. They believe the party they believe they don't. If they not believe and they not forgive them the mandate. So he not speak to the management style of Oga Peter Obi. Say he no go fit bring all these parts together because at the end of it they look and say even if Labour Party, for example, now enter inside court, finish this matter, win the money, not be the same Labour Party in good day. This same Labour Party will get scatter like this.
Yeah, but you see what you will carry inside. There is a movement in the country. That movement is bigger than P2B. That movement is bigger than Labour Party. And that movement is organic. So P2B is right. He may not have the chance to tell everybody across the country, we call themselves members of that movement, what to do. That's why you see, then go just do jaga jaga and go say,
but now in the year pass for the no we talk say Labour Party safe. Some people no do and they no get ideology or they no do well. One go people if they follow Obi, they join, say as Obi they think, now so they think. I mean, Labour Party supposed to get ideology. Abi they not get.
Labour Party has ideology. But Labour Party was also challenged even before we came in to use Labour Party.
Una sure say no be na carry na wala con join them.
No, make I tell you, Labour Party them been do convention for Akwanga 2018. Out of that convention,
when Peter Obi come
that time Peter Obi no day. That time me and Peter Obi and Dr. Kukbe were all in the PDP. Understand this? So now when something happened last year for PDP, when we know say PDP supposed to be a Nigerian party that embraces the aspirations of now, this is not the party that we were talking of. We cannot be part of this country. No, they say, well, so no, we don't like it. Now we verse. We take that verse.
Una sure say this verse when the verse from Abga. Go PDP.
No.
Not be in the cost quarter like this.
Listen, me, I've never been a member of any political party.
So now as you join the
apart from the PDP, hear me now. So that PDP where we from Komot, me, Dr. Kukbe,
Peter
Obi, we come start to talk to people. People can't like what they hear for Peter Obi mouth. As in that, like what they hear for a mouth, now they call employer. When they employ him, they make him provide face for a masquerade, which already the youths have been going with 2 years. Now youths, and that's why we big pass anybody.
So we hear you.
Has the capacity.
You still never. They used to dodge the question.
I just want to show you.
Why are they asking this question? Why they asking?
Blame.
I don't bring blame.
I
don't bring blame.
I don't tell you. Say we fit control the world.
See, I don't bring blame on top now.
We just come join this. You know the girl in Wahala. Oju Elegba as they very, very popular. People they from there enter motor go everywhere. If you do Oju anytime, they will knock you down. If you go show the anytime, they go
and
get
you self go wake up now.
So,
I wake up.
That's why we self, as we don't enter this katakata, we go enjoy the katakata, but also we reap the advantage from it.
Dr. Catch.
Nothing good comes easily.
Dr. Catch, I agree, especially that last point where you make. But you see, waiting at the here. First of all, make I just ask you, what will be the ideology of Labour Party?
Labour Party, it's a Nigerian political party which is formed to improve the welfare of the Nigerian labor people, those working. Part of its objectives is to negotiate for improved working conditions, for negotiate for improved pay, for also negotiate to prevent unjust termination of the workers who provide the industry that is needed to propel the economy forward. So that is the ideology of the Labour Party. Now, as we can join Labour Party, as Peter Obi enter, Labour Party become big markets.
It can't be like say he enter.
As he enter,
Dr. Kachi,
that's why you see
that
plenty interest.
With small wahala, ba?
The wahala is not an issue. We've seen this wahala. Forget the
wahala.
There is nothing wrong with wahala. Without wahala, you cannot enjoy it.
Exactly.
For sea, they see turbulence. But without the turbulence, how ship will take move?
At least you will carry your ship go see. You know, saying that turbulence.
Don't worry about the wahala. As I'm telling you now, the wahala has no chance of touching.
So me, they come back to this question. May I allow you to take your own.
The wahala you come back to that talk has no chance.
You don't get chance, but
undermining where people be they go.
No problem.
No problem.
And I go tell you why.
No worry. Never reached that side yet because part 2 of my question they come. But I understand why they talk this. They talk because now so PDP. Been talk
no PDP.
No, they come now. God catch now from there they come. Now so PDP they talk. No problem. No go affect our candidates' chance. Now we can't see the one chance where Oga to enter. But no problem. Una they thrive on at least the background where you come from. PDP they thrive on all those kind of kata because una believe una go feel rise from them. But waiting at the here when they talk about this fact, say the party, the movement, they bigger than Mr. Oga Obi and
that's
the party.
A fact.
Yes, but you know waiting at the here. Are they hear the kind of separation where we can't get with this administration when they say our president is there on your own side, the cabal is there on your own side, APC there on your own side, and I don't know whether that kind of structure. As you can't get, wait now. Last you can't get. I don't know whether it go fit deliver the Nigeria way we want because the katakata way they go on inside Labour Party now. If Oga Peter will be not fit using charisma and ginger and everything, bring the party together. Imagine say
the party is together.
And they come, sir. Imagine say Labour Party actually win in court. You don't already get faction. inside the party.
No faction.
Can't get
no
president.
faction.
We're
No
going to run
faction.
with this kind of fraction.
What you call faction is a creation of the media. There's no faction.
Okay, so wait,
Who be
will
na
I
chairman?
on the side with Oga Apapa?
Wait, who be the chairman of the Labour Party now?
The chairman of the party has not changed. It's Barrister Abure.
So who be Lamidi Apapa for inside this one?
Lamidi Apapa.
Who be Lamidi Apapa?
It's a national vice chairman of the party who is currently on suspension.
Who suspended? So
They
I allow
allow-
you.
they
I allow you. May I no be like say I want to do lawyer for the Labour Party.
Because if I say you want talk with you, no. Ask me.
Now question they ask you now.
I will educate you. Make
Okay.
you
No,
know.
now you they educate me
We
or
need to
miseducate
drink
me as the case
small
may be.
water drop cup. We need to
There
go
was
break.
a
Oga catch wait first. We need to go small break. When we go, don't worry, Tori don't hurt. We go even open phone lines. All of them go follow us. But we reason hear from the elder, Dr. Catch himself. We they come back.
Now, carry welcome back inside Cocoa of the Matter. Since last week, he passed the last week where I even call. He passed the last week where I called before the last week. Labour Party matter, he day outside there. From the way we they look out from outside, it be like say get many parts. But we don't go up and a bit may join the talk now. May we join the party, may we see what the apple. For nobody can say which parameter of his be work past Peter Obi, we go fit join the party. We join that one. They say Labour Party save the ginger. Say now the Labour NLC people, the Labour people for inside the country now you support and pass. But why come like say party when you get structure, it can't get faction. I don't know whether structure and faction are the same thing. Now we go say we'll go find Dr. Cash, make her explain how the thing be for us. We'll understand how the thing they go. Dr. Cash onanuju for inside public affairs matter. Malga, you see, sit down well. But I'll come back. You don't say it gets that way we use asking one question. You say you want to make us understand. May not be like say our understanding, you know, can't follow. I asked you say who be Labour Party chairman. You say Abure. But we remember say court, it be like say they say me do it. Me waka go front small ba. Apapa where they call say na interim chairman or factional chairman or chairman where hold the chair they under in hand. He now, for example, done what you call her acting national chairman. Now you don't hold the chair. You hold and so they give instruction of I know one go court with Labour Party, my people, lawyer, men are come as. He talked last week.
No.
He talked.
Listen now.
Wait till he can talk. Because I watched the video and we played the video.
Listen, last night, that question in front of me, he denied it. I said, really?
He denied him. I beg me let me find that footage we played last week where he talked this thing.
It's very good. And when I told him, I said, look, people have you on tape. He said, no, nah, Arabambi, they do this. I said, but those things you people say create the impression like your pronouncements. One, all this time that you've seen all this crisis, Peter Obi have not set his eyes on.
I beg no face for me. I want me to explain this thing well, but somebody won't follow you talk.
Yes.
But I welcome. Good evening.
Okay, good evening, Auntie Sonia. I want to choke mouth over this, what is it called, the cooking, this thing. I want all of us to understand that Nigeria is not divided. And Nigeria, we are a country. And in this country, we have citizens who believe in themselves. The only problem we have is the political not achieve their own selfish
Of
goals.
course.
That is that. Coming to Labour Party, the questions you are answering, my Oga, there, he's not answering it correctly. But let me help him. First, I want to, Femi, you made mention of problem in the Labour Party. Yes, there's problem. And a party like that, there's likely to be problem.
Oga, na Jabi they call Abi? Na Jabi Abuja Abi? Okay.
Jabi Abuja, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. You cannot throw a stone on a mango that doesn't bear fruit. When this Labour Party came, before Peter Obi came in, there was nothing like this crisis, even if they were hearing, even if the Labour Party, when Peter Obi came into it, Nigerians accepted him. And Nigerians sponsored the Labour Party. Now, after the election, even close to the election, people believed that they were not going anywhere. They call us the social media party. But we were believing that we were going to shock them because Nigerians own the votes, and we did that. Now, some people are, because Labour Party is a mature party, yes. Let me put it, it's not a mature party, please. It's a party that is just coming up. So we don't have those strong members. So they were easily intimidated. They were easily bought. You understand? So some people have to sponsor them into Labour Party so that they should bring instability into the party so that the party will have issues. But I want you to understand that the most important thing is Labour Party is not about Peter Obi. It's not about Abure. It's not about Apapa.
Of course.
It's about Nigerians. And Nigerians will surely overcome it. Let anybody sponsor. See, people are sponsoring all these vice national chairman, whatever, into Labour Party.
You go fit borrow the phone too.
Yes, let me come back to the member select. Yes, I agree with you that those members select, some of them are, the way I'm seeing their movement, they are like, they just came and they want to grab it and go to the other side. If they mess up, the next tenure, they will go to those parties and those parties will sponsor them. That is my own contribution.
Thank you so much, Oga Stephen. You talk well, give better explanation. Even have Dr. Catch explain. Dr. Catch, what do you think about the help where he help you? Say won't help you explain the matter.
Help you soft, man. It don't make the question soft.
As I told you earlier, Kochi repeated, we don't have a problem in the Labour Party. When the court makes a pronouncement, the court did not make Apapa a chairman. No. The court said the chairman do this, do that with some 3 other people. The Labour Party had a NEC meeting in Apapa. The NEC is the highest decision-making body. And they have, that your temporary act to stay aside doesn't make that is no more the chairman. Understand that. So nobody can also impose leadership on the party since the party's NEC is there to bring people to act in the stead of those who are asked to step aside by the court. So it's only a temporary it. He hasn't made any ruling. So it's still an ex parte order.
Okay.
Bear that in mind.
Solomon won't follow
there
you.
There is no judgment removing the Labour Party chairman. None.
All right.
No judgment making another person chairman. No.
Okay. All right. That one still there. It be like say, is the one no great get patience. If you won't follow you talk. But say this brother Stephen from Jabi, he talk one thing. Why they wait whether he go even bring him before I turn out to question.
It is normal.
Politically,
why it is so?
Dr. Cash,
incumbent political parties always have been known to sponsor crisis in opposition.
People for House to understand the question where they answer.
Yes.
Don't be say this thing. I know say don't.
President Obasanjo did it when he got into power by using Alimodi Sheriff to undermine the APP.
And
it is nothing new.
Nafi prove them.
It is there, it's in the records now.
You go, okay.
It was because of that particular issue that caused Peter Obi to put his name in Oka on the suit in court. Right. When he was advised by the lawyer.
Dr. Cash,
yes.
Oyeka won't follow you talk.
Please.
Hello, Carry, welcome.
Hello, good sir.
Evening. Ogonyeka.
I greet my Oga there for season.
Thank you.
God will bless you. The report where they God will bless in the name of Jesus. So, most of my brother Peter Obi, the go court, the matter never settled.
The matter never finished.
Okay, if not presidential matter, it never finished.
We are about to start. We will start this week in the tribunal. But the issue of the internal crisis of the party, that one is a small issue. It has nothing. It's of no significance.
Just my brother will or bego.
Okay, your prayer na say me you do a small wahala we call her.
Well, that time Obasanjo was incumbent party PDP. Who is incumbent party now?
Okay. You see,
so
when I shout,
I ask you
Dr. Catch, when I shout, say, how you going to talk, say this thing, they normal. I just the reason how party we get somebody like Peter Obi go allow, even if the sponsoring, they normal, but they go allow make things reach the stage where in they now. You're not supposed to be say everything they sharp, so that as it they happen, you go they check them. Do this one, do that one. And the party not they talk. The person where they fly the flag of the party, not be like say they address them. If you say they run one or two things from back.
The right thing he's done is correct. Ignore such ranting. Okay. If you start stoning every dog that shouts,
no, not be say make it a stone there.
Listen to
not
me.
Be say make it. You hear everyone call and talk say this thing not they about the Labour Party not they about Peter Obi.
Listen to
but
me.
But about the Nigerian people.
Peter Obi has his own ways of operating.
Okay.
All those distractions are just intended to distract him.
Okay.
He has his mind and
he's
going on.
Daniel.
And that mind he has is the reason why his name is there on the presidential petition.
Okay. Daniel from Lube, the followers they talk. Carry welcome inside you.
It's not Daniel, Stanley from Lube.
Sorry, no verse now. Now Bible name will give you now.
Welcome.
You know like Stanley know the Bible now.
But he's a strong man.
Anyway,
good evening, everybody.
Welcome, sir. Good evening.
So I want to chook much on that Labour Party crisis. Labour Party is doing well before. Now they have gone higher. Now they begin to sponsor people to stabilize the party. Let me tell you the truth. Without problem, there will no peace. Without peace, there will be no problem. So Labour Party is going to win in the court, and they will rule this country. No matter anything, when they do, cause problem for Labour Party, it will not work for them. They know that Labour Party is moving forward. God knows what they did in this election. Like when I was calling other stations, I don't have election. I started voting when the election was blind. You'll be on the line, there will be counting. That one is the best. We know it. We'll be doing that, standing on the line. They will be counting. This one, everything will count. Because the way INEC is handling the election, that's why all this is happening. If they do election well, my brother, those bad leaders will never make that.
Thank you, say you call us, Dr. Cash. I know say they hear and they type some of the question where they talk put for.
Yes, yeah.
I mean the normal way. You way that Dr. Cash say the thing way they see now normal for inside Labour Party. Me will draw and go one side. And this me ask one question inside that talk where she they talk to go. She has say, as the thing not come like say you reach this post of where no, it's just the noise they do. Why Peter Obi and Apapa, Lamidi Apapa no even do two aside or do aside say I know say you na batati you want or get Papa for party. Calm down, they so free, they talk. When they talk this thing, they go first, small. You know that kind of thing. We call them for two aside. Court. At least you go talk, say, with the plan with our presidential candidate, with the, you know that kind of talk, with that kind of talk. You know, if we arrange, why you think, say, that thing never happen? Because if it makes sense, so, because Obidient movement, where you talk, say, now part 3 of the party now, they look Labour Party, they look Peter Obi, they follow how the thing they go. But if small arrangement or small meeting or breakfast, don't they inside that meet-you, if it makes sense. But before you answer that question, we will take this call. Hello?
Hello, my people. Now, good evening.
We welcome you, sir. Better welcome. Good evening.
Hello. Now, Julius today come from Life Camp.
Welcome, Oga Julius.
Julius.
Now, okay, Julius. Abi Julius. How many names you get?
Julius. Okay, Julius.
Okay.
Our guest, welcome.
Thank you very much.
God bless you as we defend our party. God send. We know say all these things really happen. Nobody be small picking. People they found down for blind person. No waiting they happen for Nigeria now, and waiting they happen to Labour Party. You see, this election open everybody eyes for waiting. What you want to need to understand, every 12 there is Judas inside. And they get one program where my people normally they talk, they go for corner math like this, so that they say and so. This chairman for Labour Party. Now very soon, people will use and go to use and dump them. So be, you know, they use.
Oga Julius,
quick,
thank
they
you.
They talk.
Thank you, say you put
And
mouth
number
for
one,
the talk.
Lai Mohammed. Carry and go, chat and go.
You don't bring example we go far. No leave am for inside the 10. Now, true minister.
Thank you so much, Ogoke. We appreciate your talk. Thank you.
But make a call. No question where they suffering. No, sir, I don't combine anti question. I don't remix anti submit question now. Why two aside don't they work? At least if two aside the presidential candidate everywhere for Canada, at least those where the sponsor go see say their money they lost.
You see, you say follow for the problem.
How?
Good.
You don't share problem.
Look at your word now, acting now. Nobody's.
No.
Hold on. I've never told you that. You asked me who's chairman. I told you the chairman is chairman. You talk. I tell you, say, based on the pronouncement of the courts, Labour Party has gotten someone who is now acting. Why? After the next meeting in Asaba suspended those people, they now appointed some other person. I'm aware the deputy national chairman, by the court to step aside.
Okay.
And one Abure says that the court did not, when the court said that they didn't appoint anybody. No, it is for the. They're very good. So the party has
put vice president.
They have put a deputy national chairman in place to act, and that is going on.
I am confused. So, don't be acting national chairman at all.
No.
So who
is the national chairman? The national chairman remains Abure.
Dr. Katch,
Abure has an issue here. What?
Waiting
Lamidi.
You just talk about
okay. Lamidi, I don't know. Lamidi is acting on his own.
Wow.
Based on now, you just ask questions. Why has look at the problem with
Peter no meet them.
Listen, they have never come to meet the leader of the party to say, see what's in with you before they start to run go court. That was why Asaba neck meeting suspended them. Because normally if you have problem in the party, you bring it to the party's neck. It is a party's neck. It's still an internal problem. Even if you say the man needs money, you will exercise the internal mechanisms of the party to solve it before going to court. Okay. If you don't do that, the party will hit you. Now, let me help you.
Time the pressers, that's why
I want to explain, because it's good for Nigerians to understand this. Not just you interjecting. So the party has listened to the court instructions and has in place produced people to be acting. Those people are currently acting. The party is not complaining.
So they are acting.
Yes.
Those people are acting.
They are acting.
But now no get acting national chairman.
Which one? You're looking for names.
The
party, the judge.
Thank you. Dr. Cash, thank you.
The court didn't say produce Susan. The court said you step aside, and they have. And there are people now acting in place of that.
Dr. Cash, thank you very much.
I thank you very much, sir. And stop giving Labour Party chairman where this
problem.
It's all right.
We just they follow waiting on at the top, because we know say
they follow waiting on here.
No, wait.
Now when you ask us, we'll tell una.
Dr. Katch, you see, one of the things where una don't talk, where we don't say una talk, say una disregard the court order, because
that is not true.
No, wait.
Who told you that?
Because courts, you know they challenge.
Now who tell you this one?
Make I finish with
I don't know who tell you.
Listen, I quarrel and I go continue.
This one I never hear them before.
Because they challenge the fact, say whether courts get jurisdiction to decide on party leadership.
Okay.
Now waiting, I see.
Now who tell you this one?
He did inside the news. May I bring her come?
Wait, now
we will do two aside.
Two aside.
We will do two aside now. Two aside.
No, we go check.
Quick
check. Wait until you that they do. Now, thank you, say now join us for inside Cocoa of the Matter. From inside this one, I will go use close. On behalf of Artisoni and myself, so me and my from there go close shop inside this one. And I do well for inside this domot where we did like this. Artisoni, or you want something?
Make I especially thank Dr. Katch again. Well done, sir. Oya shake me.
I thank you, sir. Invite me. Come.
Thank you very much.
I beg, make another give us chairman where we know.
No. Who we be?
The chairman is still the same.
Who we be?
This food where we go see, where we no feature.
May we go now?
But may we go.
With the
It's good. look us koro and they hear us whine. I say you tadagidigba. And this now as it dey hot.
Abi the government don't get the foresight to know what they happen inside this particular matter.
Because Nigeria don't they reward grandstanding. Make some people billionaires.
Shey na say this politics them. E get university when then they go learn am, or e get fasting and prayer wey person go do before the spirit go enter the person.
My people go say, make we go ask leader where will they go. You don't know where you want to go.
Make una dey watch as e dey hot every Monday.
Shopping voucher of 50,000 naira from work. Yes.
No shopping.
This is a saving show.